Okay, story time. I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I found who I think might be my forever hair braider in Ghana. I've got these boho braids, and actually tonight I'm gonna pull them apart and do the deep conditioning spray, get them all cute and fluffy again. But I said if I waited until my hair was perfect to shoot this video, I was never gonna shoot this video because procrastination is the thief of productivity. So here we are, let's talk about it. I've been going to West Africa for my whole life, right? I'm a West African girl, in and out, except for the time of Liberia's war. I've just been going to West Africa. I have a hair braider in Liberia. She is fantastic. By all accounts, my friends who have gone to her say that her service is actually superior to the services they got in Ghana. But a girl needs hairstylists in all the different places in order to feel together. I don't like going to West Africa and wearing wigs. It's just something about the strands on my back. And I just feel like, honestly, I want to each their own. I'm a wig girly, especially while I'm trying to heal these edges that came out because of a super cute braid style that I tried in America. It wasn't the fault of any. My hair was growing strong in the braids when I was getting it braided in Africa. As soon as I came to America and wanted to get my hair braided, that was when I started losing my edges. So do with that information what you wish. I like to keep it real with y'all. A lot of the girls on YouTube, everything seems like it's all together for them and they've polished and whatever. Girl, your girl got a little bitty bald spot between these braids and I can't wear a pulled back ponytail because of it. I have to be very careful about who I go to for my braids. The way the flight routes go, sometimes it's more effective for me to buy a ticket to Ghana and then hang out a few days in Ghana and then go to Liberia. So when I do that, I get my hair braided when I'm in Ghana. One time I was coming back to the States through Ghana and all the hot girls were going to Hair Rack. I got a homegirl, super hot girl, followers on Instagram, popping on TV, all that. She went to Hair Rack for hers. So I was like, okay. Another friend of mine from New York went to Hair Rack for her braids. I'm like, okay, all the hot girls are going to Hair Rack. Let me go to Hair Rack. I messaged them the style my friend had. And I was like, hey, let me just go to the DM so that I don't get it wrong. So I messaged her and I sent her the picture of my friend's hairstyle. And I said, hey, I'll be in Ghana, wondering how much for this hairstyle. Hi, starts at $10.40. I said, okay, I want this exact look. So what is that price? When you say starts from, what are the variables? She said, variables is type of hair used, number of people braiding, number of packs of braiding hair. Your hair might need less hair or more hair. So I said, okay, for this type of hair and 3 girls on it, does that change the price? I'm just trying to get a quote so I can plan to come there and not get surprised at the end. I've asked her 3 separate times how much for this hairstyle and everything is So she said this exact hair was with human hair. Okay, we have clarified what this is. Can you give me a price? Like, I shouldn't have to text you. Oops, I can't text you this many times and I still need a price. I said, I'm sorry, I don't know how to ask this question, but I'm asking for this exact hairstyle, how much? Can you just tell me how much that exact hairstyle is? Like the human hair 1040, what are we differentiating? If it's okay, like if it's just 100 CDs here or there, like that's fine. But I'm just like, what am I expecting? She goes, this exact hair is 4,316 CDs. So you've given me the starts from 1040. Can you imagine if I went there thinking, okay, I'm about to pay 1,000 CDs for hair and it came out and it was 4,000 CDs for hair? I don't even have a problem with the price. I'll pay for it because it looks good. It's what I want. It would make me happy. I can wear it in the States. And for damn sure, it's cheaper in Ghana than it would be in the States. But why do I gotta ask you that many times for you to give me a quote? I said, thank you. That was the question. You're welcome. Okay. Do I need to have an appointment in order to come tomorrow when you guys open? It's only walk-ins. Okay, thanks. See y'all tomorrow. I get there when they open. Every seat is taken. So apparently they had opened earlier than the time that was on there. They were posting on Instagram stories. And so every seat was taken. And she was like, oh, well, when they're done, we'll see you. So I was like, okay, we're playing with the money aspect of it. And now we also don't have the availability that you said you would have. And one thing about me, I'm not going to get an attitude with anybody who's doing my hair because, hello, I'm missing a spot. Okay, I don't have the flexibility to have an attitude with anybody who's doing my hair because I don't need to be missing more spots, okay? Full disclosure of services that I like. when I go to Ghana, I take all my wigs because I let them wash them and put pin curls in them so that when I'm ready to pop out, I can just pop out, you know? And it's cheaper. I think it's like to wash and style a wig in Ghana, it was like 20 bucks, right? The equivalent of $20. Whereas if I did it in Atlanta, like it's the equivalent of $150, $200. So I was like, okay, let's wash my hair because we got to wash my hair under the cornrows. And I'm like, if it's going to take too long to do braids, I can come back another time, whatever. No, it's fine. This hair will be done in 3 hours. Somebody will be done in 3 hours. They'll get to you. So they've taken my cornrows out. They've washed my hair. I can't pop one of the wigs on because it's like hair is all pulled out and washed and ready to be braided. And it's not 3 hours. I'm looking at it. As a girl who lives in Africa, I'm looking at the situation. I know this is not 3 hours business. These girls are gonna be here for at least 4 to 5 hours because everybody's getting their hair to come back to America. You know what I mean? It's like nobody here is a short hairstyle away from being out. And it's the owner who's there, right? And I'm like, look, let's just keep it real, okay? This is gonna take some time. Let's let them put cornrows in my hair. I can put my short wig back on. I can come back another time. No, it's gonna be this amount of time. That time came and went. Mind you now, I had dinner, I had a date planned. I had met this guy at like a jazz club before and I had dinner and drinks planned with him for like 7 p.m. So here I am thinking, oh, I'll get my hair done. I can even go grocery shopping, like to get fruit. I can whatever, and then before I go I sat in that salon, y'all, for 4.5 hours before they finished. And then they didn't start working on my hair immediately. After they finished, they went and had lunch, y'all. I wish I was kidding. I really wish I was kidding. But I expected to go get started at 9. We did not get started on my hair until 2. For me, I'm a business owner. So I understand you want to capture all the business, but for me, you will have my loyalty and my returning business by just being honest with me. Fine, the girl said there's no appointments, it's walk-ins only. Okay, y'all won't hold my spot. Maybe another day I will just know to come earlier than the time that you open in the morning so that I'm in queue. Instead of telling me the truth so that you can give me the freedom and flexibility to make decisions for myself, I'm never gonna come back. I don't care what hot girls are there because I know this is not how you treated my friends. You know what I mean? Because they wouldn't have dealt with it. So anyways, I had to push the dinner date back 2 hours. So we're supposed to meet up at 7. We ended up meeting, it was like 9:30. My hair was still wet because, they had to dip it. And at the end, she was like, I'm counting out my money to pay. And she's like, your hair looks pretty. And I was like, don't talk to me. There's no need for us to talk because I'm so irritated by the whole day that I've spent here during my vacation. And there were ways to solve that problem, to show me respect, and I would have come back. The hair looked fine, but it's like this hairstyle that everybody can do. So that was my hair rack experience. The hair looked pretty. I'm not saying don't go to them. I'm just saying go early. Make sure you're in queue. And be prepared for all the things that I was not prepared for. Next time I went to Ghana, I got a referral to go to Silver Hair. They have 2 locations. I went to the one in Osu. Honestly, I had a great experience there. This time I brought the human hair. The girls were so sweet. They took me straight off the plane. Cornrows came down. They washed my hair there. The location is great because Osu, when I board the flight to Ghana, I'm like, let's go get my hair braided and let's get Shea Clarice for lunch. Like that is on my mind. 3-4 angels on my head giving me cute. We tried to do a little cornrow thing here to hide the bald spot. They were so nice. And dropped off my wigs and I was like, I'll come get them tomorrow or the next day, whatever. When I got hungry, they helped me use Bolt Food, the app, to order food. So I had a little chicken and jollof. We made jokes, we kikied. I loved them. The problem was the human hair that I bought in America got tangled. It was tangly. It wasn't great, okay? We have upgraded. We are using the YG Wigs hair. This hair, it doesn't tangle. That's why it's gonna be very easy for me to curl it, fluff it back up, make it look good. I have to thank the girlies on Instagram for recommending YG Wigs hair for me because it was like a resounding, this is the hair that I get and it's perfect. The hair that I bought for that occasion was some beauty supply store hair. It got tangled. And so I came back to Silver Hair and they trimmed it out, they cut it out, they did fine. But you know, when you're coming from Africa, the land of the braids, and you're headed back to America, you want your shit to look the way you want it to look. And it was Easter. They were closed in Ghana. They took Easter Friday, Easter Saturday, Easter Sunday, and Easter Monday off. And it was like, well, I gotta get my hair done. They were very accommodating and helpful when my hair was tangly and not looking cute, right? But when I really needed to get it redone, they were closed, and I can't fault them for that. Easter is a Christian holiday, and I respect everybody and their religions, and I want you to take all the vacations that you can take. However, I needed to slay, okay? I was not gonna be satisfied unless I could slay. So I was looking through the list of other hairstylists that had been recommended to me, and somehow somebody recommended Cyrene hair. Cyrene is Muslim. She don't give a damn about no Easter weekend. She's trying to secure the bag. So I was like, hey, I want to get the boho braids. I didn't have the hair. And again, it's Easter weekend, so it's hard to find all these things. She was like, okay, I got a friend. So she's not just Muslim, but she's networked with the other Muslim women who have the products. So it was not a problem for her to find the hair color that I wanted. The only problem was she could not find platinum in the human hair. So she was like, look, you can have your color in synthetic and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It looks pretty. It'll last you. She's not wrong, okay? It was pretty, but it didn't give that it's definitely a difference between synthetic and natural hair. So anyways, I ended up going to Cyrene. I will say Cyrene's location is not as convenient as an Osu, right? But it's never been far from anywhere that I've ever stayed when I'm in Ghana. And to be honest with you, I've been going to Cyrene ever since. When you go up in there, it's interesting because it's two salons. There's one side that they wash your hair on, then there's another side that they will do the mixing of the synthetic hair. Cyrene herself be in there doing hair when they get crowded. So I love that because the difference when I went to Hair Rack, it was like the owner was there, but you could tell she's a beautiful girl. She's glam. I didn't see her do nobody's hair. And that's not to say that she doesn't, but it was super busy. So that's the time that me as a business owner, that's when I'm stepping in, right? She was not stepping in. Whereas Cyrene is busy. Cyrene is plaiting and instructing the girls to go wear. So she runs a really well-oiled machine. And I like that about her a lot. I WhatsApp her, she answers quickly. Even now when I was like, okay, the maintenance, tell me about it. So now I've been to Cyrene for my hair 3 times. And a lot of times I'm going to Ghana, it's Easter weekend, I don't never have to worry about is she working or not. Literally this past trip, I landed on Easter Sunday at 8 a.m. By 10 a.m., I was in a chair at Cyrene Salon on Easter Sunday because she and her employees, I would never want to take anybody's holiday away from them. And their schedule works with my schedule, period. So this Easter Sunday, actually, I even took a white girl, one of the white girls who was on my trip, and she said she wanted just a cute little half braid situation. Cyrene had the hair on lock. It was a good red color. It matched her hair and the braids look good. Everybody deserves to enjoy getting their hair done in every country that they go visit. And so for them to have been able to find a braid style or execute a braid style on my client that didn't make her look like Rachel Dolezal, 10 out of 10, okay? So I'll say in conclusion, my review is I love Cyrene hair. That's where I'm gonna go. If there's ever an issue, I'll go back to silver hair. Shout out to the hot girls that go to Hair Rack. It just didn't flow for me. It was just too many things that just didn't make me feel worthy. And I know that there are a whole bunch of other places, like my homegirl who came, she paid an extra fee so that she could have a private room where somebody was doing her hair. I love the salon banter. I want to be in the mix of things. I want to enjoy the environment. So I didn't go that route ever, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have a place that you think I should try. I'll let you know if I'm going to try anything else. But for now, I don't know. I feel like I found my girl. So I hope this video helps you. I'm going to try to tag Cyrene, her Instagram below. All right. I'll talk to you on the next video.